baby was unexpected.
I asked my mom if I was an accident, and she said, well, we always wanted another kid.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is something I feel like was expected, but like I didn't internalize it, was never knowing if you're doing the right thing.
Oh no, I don't ever worry about that.
But, I mean, it's not something I would say I worry about, it's just something I didn't like think was gonna like pop up. Like
there's all these books and stuff that are supposed to help you.
There's always a solution, but the solution for your baby is not a solution for him. As many babies as there are in the world, like that's how many correct solutions there are. Like so what works,
baby is different.
So that's how many things there are to do for what's right for your child and your family and yourself ultimately. People make jokes about landing your kid in therapy, but like it's a thing that happens. Like people always talk about their mom in therapy.
One day, mom. I think that everyone is just doing the best they can. Like you realize it as an adult, like I don't know, when you're a teenager it's like your parents are the worst and you want to complain about how bad your parents are, but then you look back and you're like, wow, so my parent was a human being and they were literally doing the best that they could. There are exceptions to that rule. There are people that are just selfish human beings that need a lot of help and therapy themselves. Outside of that, like having the realization of like, wow, they were doing the best they can, and as a mom, I'm just gonna be doing the best that I can. I think another one, the most unexpected for me has been like realizing how important it is to establish our own position, being intentional in the way that we are choosing to raise our child and our children in the future. Because there's like this expectation from all families that you're going to raise your kid exactly how you were raised, and realistically that almost never happens.
Not only like do you have your own childhood to look back on and decide what you liked and didn't like about your parents' parenting style, but like there's been so much research and development that happened in the past 25, 30 years that you know you have to take into account because it's science. We like vaccines.
Well, that's just what we'll say.
Yes.
I guess like the most unexpected was like having to learn early how to have healthy confrontation with our families about what we're doing differently, because I almost think it's like a Southern thing. Like there's this expectation that you are going to be so close and so attached to your family, and they're going to get to still have a say in how your household runs whenever you are an adult with children, but I don't think that's healthy, and it shouldn't be. I mean, unless you are inviting their advice, that's totally different. But the expectation that they still get to have a say, like that the dad is the head of your household, even though you have a husband and you and your husband make decisions together, and you know it's your own family. Learning to stand up for yourself as a parent, it starts really early.
It's hard to strike a balance of like showing respect to your parents and not letting them think that you're being disrespectful while you're disagreeing with them, and it's something I'm still working on. My mom has gotten to the point where she says, can I give you some advice? And I automatically go, no. and then for a second I'll think about it and be like, okay, what did you want to say? And I'll listen to her. But I automatically just go, no.
But the funny thing is, like, some people think that if you listen to their advice, you have to take it. And that's not the case. That's a place where you can be respectful of, like, I'll listen to what you have to say. I'll maybe consider it if I feel like it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to employ it with my child. Despite being like a planner, and I'm a very like organized person, some might say control freak, I've really like taken a kind of step away from that to kind of follow his cues. For some people it's better to get on a strict schedule. It's easier for them and their family. But for me, it's always just been easier to follow kind of what Isaac is trying to tell me. Like if he's hungry, that's when I'll feed him. If he's tired, that's when I'll take a nap. I don't have like it's 9:30, you have to take a nap now or else da-da-da. I know that works for some people, but...
And I think it probably changes depending on like what your work schedule is as a mom, how many other kids you have.
And how old they are. When Ron was first born, it was like that too. Like I followed his cues a lot, and he set our schedule. And we'll have a bottle every 4 hours. It'll be this many ounces, and that'll hold him until the next one. And he'll go to sleep between 8 and 10 every night.
Yeah.
Because that's when he gets tired and that's when he has his last bottle. And he'll take a nap in the morning and a nap in the afternoon. That was about as scheduled as we ever were.
Yeah.
And Fran came and kind of threw a wrench in it a little bit. But you know, as he got older, our schedule changed.
Yeah.
We were down to one nap around midday. We'd have a first lunch and a second lunch. They're both snack size.
Right.
And nap in between. And Fran came and kind of threw a wrench and everything.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Oh, buddy, she threw a wrench. Fran has done the same thing. She has set her own little schedule. Honestly, I think that's what's easiest.
One of the bad unexpected things that I found out is that your bladder just starts to do weird stuff when you're pregnant. So if you've ever had an accident,
That's what you call an accident.
you're not alone.
Has anyone told you about phantom crying yet?
What? No.
Okay, do you not get this? If I'm like in the shower or on the other side of the house and Chase is watching Isaac, I swear to God, I can hear him crying, like bawling his eyes out. And then I'll come out and be like, what happened? Like, what's wrong? He's like, what do you mean? Nothing. He wasn't crying.
Have I ever done that? I think maybe like, I was going to ask Jim. He's not supposed to be here.
Oh, yes, you have.
So that's a thing that happens that I had no idea was going to happen. I was just like so confused by it. I guess because one, you're with them like
All the time.
constantly when you're pregnant, obviously. But then we didn't spend less time together like those first couple of months. Time we were apart was literally when I would go take a shower, and I swore I could hear him crying.
You know, there's jokes about, because little kids have a lot of screen time compared to what we had growing up, about how smart they are with technology.
Yeah.
But it is so true. That little boy, if my phone's unlocked, he will find the Netflix app and turn on whatever movie he wants.
It's amazing how much they can do. I've seen my nieces and nephews do it. Something I've seen my nieces do is they can get onto YouTube and find like cartoon videos.
Oh yeah.
He's not allowed to watch YouTube anymore because we were at my sister's apartment and we were getting ready to go and I was letting him watch YouTube. My sister's apartment's very small, and so there was no space for any toys, and she doesn't have a television, so I was letting him watch YouTube. And he was watching like Elmo videos. All of a sudden, he's on a demon Elmo video. It's like demonic sounding. I'm like,
YouTube is scary. I mean, you've been on YouTube before, right? And like you just keep clicking videos and then all of a sudden you're on the dark side of YouTube. Kids do that
the black hole.
Yes, kids can do that so quickly because they can't read. They're just like clicking things that are colorful and fun for them.
I don't even know how they thought this one, how he thought this one was colorful. Because the background was all black and it was like the Elmo's World theme song, but like a demon singing it.
The pride that I feel at milestones. I was not expecting to feel so proud of like him rolling over. The time he did it, I was like, amazing.
I'm more sad anytime Francis does like a new milestone because right now we're at a point where we don't know if we're gonna have other children.
Yeah.
So it might be the first time I watch my baby pull herself up, you know? And so I kind of just want to push her over and keep her from doing it.
But just like, even like today, whenever he was sitting up for longer than usual,
That
like,
was really exciting. He did such a
like,
good job.
how do you feel pride about somebody learning how to sit up? Such a strange kind of like thought process of like, it's a human thing, like everybody can sit up, nobody's proud of me for sitting up. Also, like, I wish people would be proud of me for taking a nap.
Hey guys, the card filled up.
Oh no, we talk too much.
Okay, so that's all we have time for today because my camera filled up. It went by fast. It was 32 gigs, so that'll be fun.
That's a lot.
So thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks for coming to my house.
That's all we have time for today. We will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
I feel like this is college again because Melissa's making all these really smart statements and Jade will build off of that and I'm just over here kind of like
And then
Got a little distracted.
Isaac and Francis are playing together.
he's so
This is
cute.
just like a whole added extra part.
Like she's I'm distracted by I'm over here making silly faces at her while Melissa's talking.
They're all